First of all, we're sorry to be giving you this information, okay? We have a job to do, and we needed to find you, to locate you, to visit with you about it, okay? First of all, you're not under arrest, okay? You're free to come and go as you please, all right?
What do you mean, under arrest?
No, you're not
under arrest.
You're not under arrest, okay? Well, I'm just explaining to you that this statement that we're obtaining from you is totally voluntary, okay? You're free to come and go as you please.
The door's unlocked.
Door's unlocked. If you need to go.
We're going to ask you some questions, okay?
Okay.
And if you don't feel comfortable answering some of those questions, you don't have to, okay? This is all voluntary. You don't have to do.
I don't understand. What?
So that's what we're trying to explain to you. You're not under arrest, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
What we're trying to do is figure out information surrounding circumstances of Anna's death. And we don't know what happened or what led up to it, and that's what we're trying to talk to as many people as we can today.
Okay.
We've talked to Igor, we've talked to Anna's boyfriend, we've talked to some of her other friends, and we've talked to a bunch of people. So we're trying to figure out what happened, and maybe when the last time you saw her, spoke with her.
What happened? I mean, I don't.
We have good reason to believe that Anna was murdered.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No. How would something like that happen? How would that happen? I don't.
And you know as well as I do, whenever something like that happens,
Yeah.
you know, we have to interview the people closest to her. Because, I mean, in these cases, I mean, a lot of times the person, the victim, knows the assailant, okay, or knows the person that murdered them. So we needed to locate you to talk to you about this, to get, I mean, where you were, what you did, what you've done the last couple of days. We need to get all that.
Okay.
I mean, we have to get it.
Okay.
But like I said, this is totally voluntary. But it's very important to get that from you.
Okay.
We need it. He's got some questions he wants
I've got
to...
some basic questions for you, Robert. Your name's Robert Moses?
Correct.
What's your date of birth?
$62.
You know your social security number? And what's your home address right now?
That I live in that house. I rent a room in that house. Lance Drive.
Lance Drive.
Right.
Nuts Briscoe?
Yes.
What's a good phone for you? Hey, do you have a work address?
No, I work out of my house.
You work out of your house?
Yeah.
What type of work do you do?
I work with hail damage repair for people's cars, so I go out and talk to people who have hail damage in their car. And this company has a shop off of 35, 635.
Okay.
And are you single or married?
I'm single.
And so you said you do hail damage stuff. Do you own your own company, or do you work
No,
for
I
another
work for a company, yeah.
What's that company called?
It's called DFW Storm Solutions.
Storm Solutions?
Correct.
You know where they're based out of?
Yeah, and it's Sandy Lane, like 2000 Sandy Lane, I think is the address.
In Louisville?
No, it's in Dallas.
In Dallas, okay.
Just off the 35E, just
Yeah.
south of 635.
Okay. Yeah, how many kids do you have?
Just eager.
Just one. And where were you born at?
Canton, Ohio.
You know your driver's license number?
No.
Brown hair, blue eyes.
Yes.
What's your height and weight?
About, 5'9", 175.
And what type of car do you drive?
It's a Kia Optima,
You know what year it is?
2013.
And colors, black.
Black. Could I go see you after this?
I'm sorry?
Could I go see you after this? I mean, I need to talk to him.
Go see Igor? Yeah, absolutely.
See how he's doing.
Yeah,
I can't believe.
we talked to Igor today, this afternoon, and in the meantime, we've been doing a lot. So we've been trying to track down people, trying to see when the last time people spoke to people. We're trying to establish timelines and things like that, and people closest to her, since those are the people that most likely talked to her recently. In the meantime, we've been doing a lot of stuff in the house, trying to collect evidence and stuff like that.
The house?
Uh-huh.
It happened at the house?
Yes, sir.
God, what happened at the house?
All we can tell you is that she's the victim, and that she's been murdered. And that's what we can tell you.
Would you expect it to be in somewhere else or something?
No, I didn't know. He said it was murder. I didn't know where. I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Okay. Let me ask you, let's start out by, where were you yesterday in the morning? From the time you woke up to?
Yesterday was Tuesday.
Yes,
I was at the house.
at the house?
Yeah. I don't really, it's too cold to go out and talk to people, you knock on the door, and most people don't want to come to the door, it's so cold out, stuff
Right.
like that. So I didn't go anywhere until like after dinner, I went, down to, where I go yesterday. I went to Twin Peaks
You went to Twin Peaks?
last night, yeah.
Last night at what time, sir? Oh, who was at home yesterday whenever you were at home?
Well, the guy who was there right there, Ken.
Ken was there?
There's 4 people who live there, okay? Ken, Billy, Jason, and I.
Ken what?
Ken
Ken, Billy, and Jason.
and myself. We all rent a room in the house. And Billy, he's not there very much. I don't even know for sure if he was there yesterday. I mean, he might have been there. Oh, he was there because he was coughing, because he was sick.
So they were all there, Ken and Billy were there while you were there till 7, whenever you went to Twin Peaks?
No, they weren't there all day. I mean,
Okay.
Billy and Jason well, I don't know where Billy works, honestly. I mean, he works someplace, so he leaves pretty early in the morning, and he has a girlfriend. Sometimes he doesn't spend the night. Most of the time lately, he hasn't spent the night very much. Jason, he goes out, he does projects, like state projects. So he goes out, usually leaves in the morning, then comes back during the day, maybe for lunch or something like that.
Okay.
And then he comes home or not,
Okay.
And then Ken, he just moved in. He's only been there for, I don't know, really only been there for like a few days.
Okay.
Okay, he does eBay stuff, so he's there and then he goes and stuff like that.
So what were you doing while you were at home?
Just, not much really. I mean, what I do is I go around. We have the ability to look up places online and get their address so we know where they live.
Okay.
And then we find a neighborhood and then we go knocking door to door. I have a permit, okay, from Frisco.
Okay.
I came here and got a solicitor permit or whatever it's called.
Yeah, to go do business.
Yeah, so go do knock on people's doors and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, it's been like this for a couple of weeks now. It's been, especially the weekends. The weekends are the best time to get people out because it gets dark early.
Mm-hmm.
So, we go, try to find, like, I'll go and walk through, like, the mall or Target parking lot or places like that and see people that have held evidence in their car, and then, you know, we have a service online, we can look up where they live, so we can go knock on their door,
Okay.
so.
So that's what you were doing all day yesterday?
Well, I have
all day.
I have a list of people to go talk to. I have, I got one person who lives pretty close to me. I've talked to the daughter and the mother, and I even talked to the father.
Okay.
So, I didn't really go out, and it's too cold to, really go out and walk around too much. I have probably about, I don't know, maybe about 30 people on my list that I've already found. At least I've seen their cars in the parking lot. They're here, in Frisco or.
So you were compiling lists yesterday, or?
Well, no, I have a list. I was just, I wasn't really doing anything yesterday, watching TV or anything else. I mean, it's just
What did you watch on TV? What you watched on TV?
some of the football game. I went to Ohio State. So I
Okay.
was watching all about the football game, championship game that was on Monday.
Okay.
So I was just watching, stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. And then, at some point, at 7:30 or 7, you went to Twin Peaks?
Yeah, I don't know exactly. I mean, I go to Twin Peaks, I was there tonight, I go there, 2, 3, 4 nights a week sometimes.
Would you be like a regular there?
Yeah, they know who I am.
So you were there, what time would you say you were at Twin Peaks yesterday?
I usually eat dinner before I go, so I probably had dinner yesterday. Yesterday was Tuesday yesterday. Yeah, I would say I went down there about 7.
Okay.
I don't necessarily,
Remember what you were wearing?
what was I wearing? I'm wearing probably these pants.
Okay.
I'll wear my Ohio State jacket, because I want to win.
Is it bright red, or is it got gray sleeves? What is it?
It's pretty much red.
Red?
It's got a lot of red to it. It's got a big logo on it.
Okay.
I was going to win, kind of kid with people, because nobody was giving me heck. They were saying, no, Oregon's going to be 2 guys.
Right. Okay. And did you eat with anybody?
I sit at the bar.
You sit at the bar?
So I think I had a sandwich at the bar and a couple beers. There wasn't really anybody there. I mean, tonight I was talking to the bartender, Megan.
Mm-hmm.
I said, people still think the people from North Dakota are still here. Came in town for the championship.
Yeah.
You can't really, last year you couldn't get in any place because there were so many of them around, stuff like that.
Right.
This year I just kind of avoided it. It's like, down there.
Well, how did you pay for your meal?
Yesterday, credit card.
Credit card? Do you happen to have that credit card with you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is he okay? I mean, just with his friends, I can't imagine,
Igor seems to be handling it pretty good. We talked to him, and he's with his friends.
What route did you take to go to Twin Peaks? You just get on Preston?
I go down
and go
Preston,
straight?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Did you go anywhere else? You didn't drive anywhere else?
Yesterday, I'll tell you what, this was yesterday. I think. Go through today. I don't remember, I didn't go to the store yesterday, I didn't need to go to the store.
Do you drive the toll roads any, or?
No. Well, Monday morning we have a meeting at the office, so, you gotta go down, to 35, so I take 121 over 35, but.
Did you drive at all by her house yesterday?
Her house? No, not yesterday.
Okay. When's the last time you were by her house?
Well, Eager was out of school, so I was over there, I don't know, maybe it was last week?
Last week?
I don't know, I mean, I'm trying to think. We went to the movie one day, so I went over and picked him up.
Okay. What movie did y'all go watch?
We went to see, Fury.
Fury? Oh, that's good.
Down at the Cinemark,
Yeah.
down in
Yeah.
Plano. I don't know if it was last week or not, though. I think maybe he came over to my house for dinner.
Okay. Okay. All right. So what time did you end up going to bed? Or what time did you leave the bar? Or Twin Peaks?
I would say I was only there for maybe an hour, maybe a little bit longer.
Were you there
I only had, there was nobody there.
8:30? If you got there at 7, what time do you think you'd be leaving?
Probably.
Did you pay with your credit card and leave shortly after?
Yeah.
Is that how that worked?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would think so, yeah.
Where did you go after?
After there, yesterday, I went home.
You didn't go anywhere else or anything like that?
No.
When was the last time you talked to Anna?
When I went to the movies. She
And,
was there.
okay, she was at the movies with y'all?
No, she was at the house. I picked her up and
Okay.
drove.
Was there anybody else living with her?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, Ear was there for,
Does her mom live with her sometimes, like over the summer?
yeah, her mom comes every summer.
Her mom comes every summer?
Yeah, her mom lives in,
See, we don't know
St.
her and the
Petersburg, right.
dynamics, so that's
Okay.
what we're asking.
oh, yeah, oh my God. Somebody's gotta tell her mom. I mean, her mom is from St. Petersburg. Yeah, no, she comes in the summertime. I mean, she's always pretty much coming in summertime. Usually she comes like around May, and then goes back around September. So she comes over and spends the summer.
Right.
And she's not there now, though. Not that I know of. I mean, I don't know for sure. I mean, I wouldn't think so.
Right. What time did you go to bed last night?
I don't know, maybe 10:30, 11.
So after you left Twin Peaks, you went straight home? And then you went to bed around 10:30?
Yeah, I watched, yesterday was Tuesday. I recorded the NCIS original and then the one from New Orleans. And so I think I watched the original one, because it comes on at 7. I like to skip commercials.
Watching NCIS?
Yeah.
Who was there whenever you,
Thank you.
who was there whenever you were at the house or showed back up at the house?
Who was there when I got back?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Billy was there yet. Ken might have been there. He might have been in his room. He parks his car in the garage. He's the one that parks in the garage. Jason parks. He has a lot of his stuff in the garage, so he parks outside the garage on the far side away.
Okay.
And then Billy parks in front of the house. I park around the corners. There's not enough room to park there because there's like the mailbox and then the trash comes, and I'm like, I don't want to park in front of somebody's house, that much.
I got you.
Just park around the corner.
I got you, I understand.
So.
Where is your room at in the house?
When you go upstairs, there's 3 rooms up, there's 3 bedrooms upstairs. There's a media room and there's 3 bedrooms. So if you walk up the steps, the media room is straight. Right before the media room on the right is a bedroom, okay? And that's where Ken lives, okay? Then on the left, there's 2 bedrooms. There's one that's closer to the front door. That's where Billy lives. And then there's one right on that same side. There's a bathroom in between, and I live in that one on the left side.
How long have you?
year and a half.
Year and a half? Okay. All right. What do you have to pay?
It's $600 a month, but that includes like, internet, utilities, I mean, you just pay $600.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for anything else.
Oh, okay.
So
That's cool. All right. What happened to your hand there?
Oh, my dog, I was trying to put the covers on the bed, this morning, and he jumped up on the bed before I had the cover. You know, I said, no, get down. I put him down. I went to do it again. I ran into the desk, my room, the corner of the desk, and just kind of cut my hand there.
You mind if we look at that?
No, it's fine.
Is it like a scrape?
Yeah.
Okay. You get kind of swell up too?
Yeah, I just ran into the side of the desk, and it's like, you know.
Okay. All right.
You know, when you get older, man.
Yeah.
I feel it,
You know,
man.
you know, you're not even
I'm
close.
feeling
I
it,
mean,
trust me.
you just, I mean, I notice sometimes I just, you know, I just bumped into something, I cut my hand or something like
You
that.
take butt thinners or anything?
No,
Okay.
your skin just gets thinner, though, you can feel your skin is like thin and stuff.
Gotcha. Do you, you know of anybody who would want to harm Anna?
No, I mean, why would somebody want to harm Anna?
I'm just asking you.
We don't know her,
We don't
so.
know her.
Yeah, I don't know, I mean, we've been divorced. I mean, when I moved in this house, I moved out of the house
Yeah,
last year. No, that's the year before now.
yeah.
I don't really, you know, I mean, since I moved out, I mean, I go over there to see Eager, you know, and then, you know, when, you know, I give her a check, you know, every month for like, help him with his school and for his health insurance. We split the cost of his health insurance.
Okay.
He's on her plan at
UT?
At UTD, yeah, she works at UTD. And so, you know, I give her a check, and so sometimes I go over and give her the check. He may not be there, but most of the time I go there, it's just, you know, maybe pick him up, take him to a movie or go out to eat or something like that.
Gotcha. Did y'all ever fight whenever y'all were married?
I mean, we had disagreements. I mean,
Gotcha.
that's kind of why we're divorced. I mean, we're kind of like opposites in some ways.
Gotcha.
You know?
Anything physical or?
No, nothing like that. I would never do something like that. It's not.
Hate to get too personal, but
No, I understand.
why did you guys get divorced?
Just.
If you could name a couple of reasons, I know maybe it could be a of it.
Are you guys married?
I'm married.
I'm married.
How long have you been married?
About 8 years.
7 years, yeah.
Okay, see, I was almost the two of you together, like 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, you know, at some point, sometimes I guess you just don't, you're not, you know, you're different people.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
How'd y'all meet?
I met her in Russia.
Okay.
I went on a trip over there, and I met her over there, and then, you know, we talked back and forth, and then I got her a visa, and she came over here. Well, not here, I mean, we lived in Jacksonville, Florida at the time.
Right.
And, you know, we met, I mean, we got married down there, and then we moved over here.
Okay. When did y'all actually move to Texas?
2004, I think.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, 2004.
Um,
We moved in, there's a house where the new Walmart is over there by, I think it's off from the fire station.
Mm-hmm.
We rented a house back there for a year.
Hickory?
Yeah, and then we bought the house in Charleston.
Okay. It's a good little house over there.
Mm-hmm.
I understand you lived with Anna even after the divorce for a period of time?
Yeah, I think the divorce was March, and I moved out in July.
So, I mean, as far as divorces go, I've heard some crazy divorces. Was it amicable or?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, kind of interesting. The house I live in, Jason's just finalized his divorce. He's been there for about a year. He's been going through his divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Billy is, I think, separated from his wife. You know, they're gonna get a divorce, and Ken just broke up with somebody that lived with for a long time. It's kinda like, you know, we're all.
The batch pad.
Yeah. And, you know, I've heard other people, I mean, people, you know, things go, especially when they have small kids, it's just like, wow, you know, why would that, you know, I mean, no, it's nothing like that. I mean, it's really all about, you know, eager, you know, I mean, we kind of, you know, we got divorced and, you know, he graduated that year, so we just kind of said, well, we're going to, you know, we didn't even tell him we were divorced until he graduated from high school. Okay.
I got you.
So we didn't want to kind of interrupt, you know.
Right.
I mean, the hardest thing is people have kids and the kids get in the middle of these things and just, you know, like Jason's got 2 small kids and it's just like, he couldn't see his kids for a while. I mean, you know, it's like
Terrible, I'm sure.
yeah, I mean, and then I don't know what the kids understand or don't understand. I mean, Eager was, you know, he was 18 when this happened, so he you know, he seemed to take it okay. I mean, he didn't seem to, and so I don't know. I mean, we just said we were getting divorced. We never really said why or anything like that. Or,
okay. So you haven't driven by her house in a while since that time y'all went to the movies, right?
Probably. I mean, I have, there's one of my leads is in that neighborhood.
Okay, so when was the last time you went by to see that lead?
Might have been Saturday.
Saturday?
Or it might have been like last week sometime. It just depends. I mean, when you find their car, okay, like in a mall or something like that, then you go by and, you know, if you see the car sitting outside, then you'll, you know, go knock on the door.
Is there any reason why there would be footage out there of you driving in the neighborhood or in that neighborhood yesterday?
I don't think so.
Okay, you know, in this day and age, there's cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, people put them for surveillance. The city has them for monitoring traffic and such. Is there any reason why your vehicle would be in that neighborhood?
That I know of.
Okay. Let's see. Do you have any firearms?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of firearms do you have?
I have a rifle and I have a couple pistols.
Okay. What kind of pistols do you have?
I have it's a real small, like a Jennings. I don't know if you're familiar with
Jennings?
that.
Okay.
I don't think it's called a Jennings, but it's kind of like a real small 22.
22?
Then I have a 45, a 9mm, and another 22 target pistol.
Okay. What kind of 45 is it?
It's a Taurus.
Taurus 45. Is it like a 1911 style?
No, that's not a Taurus. I mean, no, it's not that
Taurus
style.
makes a 1911 kind of style.
Oh,
frame.
no, this isn't as big.
Semi-automatic,
Yeah,
slide and everything.
Yeah.
So Taurus 45, and what else? Jennings 22, Taurus 45.
Yeah, it's not really a Jennings, but it's similar to that. It's not,
I understand.
Okay. It's a Buckmaster, Buckmark, 22 target pistol, and then I have a Taurus 9mm pistol, and I have a rifle.
Taurus 9mm.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one, the target pistol is what? A Buckmaster?
Buckmaster. Buckmark or Buckmaster? I haven't used it.
Is it Bushmaster? Or
No, I think it's Buck.
Buckmaster, okay.
Yeah, Bushmaster is different. It's like rifles, I think.
Mm-hmm. Target pistol?
Right.
So you have 4 pistols?
Yes.
Okay, and what kind of rifles do you have?
So Ruger. Well, it's based on a 10-22. I don't know if you know that little 22, but I had added things to it. It has special stock and stuff like that. It's a target rifle.
Ruger target rifle?
Yeah. Well, it's a 10-22. The basic part of it's 10-22.
Do you target shoot a lot? Or you
I haven't around here, no. I haven't really, don't have a place to go shoot around here.
Do you have a military background? anything?
I was in the military, yes.
Okay, where did you serve?
I was in the Air Force,
Okay,
in, 72 to 73, and then I was in the reserves for like 4 or 5 years after that.
what was your job?
I had two. I first went in, I was in survival training school, like an instructor there,
Mhm.
and then I was a aircraft mechanic. So I worked on jet aircraft.
Okay. All right, going back to, you have a Ruger target rifle,
Yes,
and it's a 10-22?
yes, it's silver. It's not they make the basic one in black.
Mm-hmm.
This one's silver and has, a big bull barrel.
Bull barrel, okay.
Yeah, and then I built it.
Okay.
When I lived in Florida, I bought part of it, and I bought the stock, and
Okay.
then I bought the barrel, and it was good too.
And then, what other rifles do you have?
No, that's
Just the
one
one?
rifle, yeah.
Are all your, where are these, guns at?
At my house.
They're at your house. When's the last time you saw them?
I don't know for sure.
Are they underneath your bed, or?
The
closet?
rifle's in a case, and it's in my bedroom. Besides, there's a dresser, there's a closet and a door on it, okay, and I have a shelf right there, and I put it right beside there.
Mhm.
The pistols are, there's like a lock box. 2 of them are in there, and then the other 2 are sitting on top of that in cases.
Okay,
Yeah, I think they're all there.
okay. All right.
I didn't look. I don't know.
Okay. When's the last time you went and shot?
Around here,
Or anywhere? When's the last time you just shot, period?
it's been several years. Somewhere, it's been several years.
Several years ago?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you have ammunition for your weapons?
yes.
Okay. And is it with the respective firearm, or do you have your ammo cache somewhere else?
No, it's in the box.
In the box?
There's 2 lock boxes that are like tackle boxes.
Okay.
So the ammo is in there.
I got you.
Locked up.
Is it a combination lock or something else?
No, it's just a little lock that locks,
Like a key?
Yeah, key lock, just a little key lock that holds it, stuff like that.
Okay.
Does anyone else have a key, or are you the only one?
Well, the key is right on my desk in
Okay.
a jar,
So it's on the jar?
on the the table right beside my bed. Somebody could.
Yeah.
Nobody would know. I don't think no, I think Jason knows I have a gun.
Right.
But I don't know, I haven't really talked to anybody else.
Yeah.
Billy hasn't been there very long, he's not there.
So the last time you saw Anna was the day that you picked up your son to take him to the movies, right?
I'd say yes.
Okay. Is there any reason why your DNA would be on Anna?
No,
Okay.
I wouldn't. No, I don't see why I would.
Okay. All right. Would you consent to giving us your DNA to check for, like I said, it's not, when it comes to these investigations, it's not what we do, it's what we don't do. And, it's more for, to eliminate you,
Right.
That's basically what it's for.
Right.
So like talking with Igor,
Yeah.
If he's hugged his mom in the last,
Yeah.
however many hours, and, Igor's given us a sample of his DNA, and
Right.
so.
We're getting it from everybody.
Right.
I feel like you've got a big
Right.
target on you.
Right, no, I
You don't have
understand,
to.
no, it's just,
It's something you don't have to do, but we think it would help eliminate if you had nothing to do with this murder, and
Right.
we
right.
have no indication. I think you.
Yeah, I don't see why not,
Okay.
Let me go grab that form right quick.
see that happen. All right, thanks. I know it's difficult. I know it is. But in the long run, this will be, you know, we've got to do it, you know.
No, I understand.
You don't want a cloud looming over you, you know.
Okay.
This is the best way to clear your name and hopefully move on with your life, you know.
I don't understand what's happening. Why? I mean,
I don't know. We're investigating it. We've got a lot of people out there that are hitting the streets on this thing, and I know me and Brian have been working this thing from the get, and we're going to work our ass off to solve it,
right,
and bring the person that is responsible to justice.
absolutely.
You know, I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, that's what we get. That's what we do for a living. So, and by all accounts, Anna was a sweet woman.
Yeah, I mean,
This didn't need to happen to.
you know, believe that. Somebody's got to talk to her mom.
You have a cell phone, right?
Yes,
Did you bring it with you?
no,
Okay, is it at the house?
yeah.
Okay. I'll talk about that here in a minute. Did you call anybody yesterday? You remember talking to anybody on the phone?
Yes, yeah, I talked to my friend in California.
Talked to your friend in California?
Yeah.
Okay.
He went to, Ohio State, we went to
Oh, okay.
together.
You remember what time you talked to him on the phone?
Probably in the afternoon sometime.
Okay. Would you have been at the house whenever you called
Yeah,
him? Okay.
because we were still watching, after the game, I watched the game and just kind of recorded, like, they have the show afterwards and stuff like that, so just watched it. Or I watched it, and then we were talking about, what happened in the game.
What's your friend's name?
Mike.
Mike?
Yeah, Mike. IA.
Y-A? Okay. I-A. Okay. Wouldn't do your thing then, huh? Do you know the guy that she was dating? Have you ever met him?
I didn't even really know she was dating somebody.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but I don't.
You're not involved in her personal life anymore,
No.
You moved on, I guess, is that fair to say?
Right, I mean, except for, stuff with Eager and stuff like that, okay,
Yeah.
I mean, we were,
This is the consent to obtain evidence and DNA from you.
okay,
I just need to read this paragraph right here.
okay,
If you don't mind, if you could read it out loud,
okay.
and then read this paragraph right here. And, if you agree to those terms, I just need you to sign right there, okay?
Says, I, Robert Moses, have been informed by I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the last. Chudy,
Brian Chudy.
made proper identification and authorized the law enforcement officer of the Frisco Police Department of my company site and not have DNA evidence collected without a search warrant. Knowing of my lawful right to refuse to consent to provide DNA evidence, I willingly give my permission to the above officer to obtain blood, hair, and/or buckle swab.
Buckle.
swab.
That's what he's gonna obtain from you is a buckle. It's not-
Okay.
He's not gonna get blood or hair.
Okay, for DNA testing at a medical facility or place of their choice. The above said officer further have my permission to take the DNA evidence submitted to lab for future laboratory analysis. I give this permission for DNA evidence to be obtained without a search warrant to the officer voluntary without any express or promise of any kind at 12:45 a.m. on this 15th day of January 2015 following the location of Frisco Police Department.
Do you agree to those? Do you understand that?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have any questions about it? So basically what this is a Q-tip, big, long Q-tip. And what I want you to do is just take it, and you're gonna take one and rub it on the inside of your, cheek for about 30 seconds.
Okay,
And then we're gonna put that in here,
okay,
and then you're gonna do the second one and rub it on your right cheek, and just
Okay.
kind of rub it all around and twirl it,
okay.
and then go from there, okay? All right. Just take one out, okay? So I want you to go ahead and rub it on your left cheek.
Left.
Yep. I'll tell you when to stop, okay?
Mm-hmm.
About halfway there.
Spin it around a little bit.
Mm.
Okay, stop. Just put that in. Thank you. So this one we're gonna do on your right cheek. Okay, stop. Thank you very much. Like we had talked about earlier, we use this evidence to help rule you out
Okay.
and stuff, okay? Unless there's any reason why the DNA should be on her persons or in that house or anything like that.
I mean, in the house, you know.
Because you live there.
Yeah, I lived there for,
Gotcha.
like, you know.
We understand that. There's just some places that it probably shouldn't be. And that's when the little light goes off for us.
Right.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll wait till he gets back. I'll talk a little bit more. What size of bullets at 10/22? How big are those bullets at 10/22?
It's a 22 caliber.
Oh, it's just
Yeah,
a 22?
10 and then it's a 22, it's a 22 caliber rifle.
Okay,
So it's just regular size 22.
really? So you just shoot the regular standard
Yeah,
rimfire 22 bullets through it?
yeah.
Wow. Does it have a clip or is it a bolt action?
No, it's semi-automatic, it's got a, it's got a,
Oh, okay.
not, I guess a slide bolt or bolt,
Okay.
but it's semi.
Is it a magazine or is it got the
Yeah, well,
tube?
they normally come with like a 10-round magazine,
Yeah.
it's standard, then you can buy extra ones that have like higher capacity,
Oh, okay.
like an extended clip.
I got you. Do you have any suppressed firearms?
No.
Okay. You know what I'm talking about, right? Suppressed?
Yeah, I have a suppression. Yeah.
Suppressor?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Are any of your pistols capable of firing with a suppressor on them? Do they have the flash hider or anything like that?
No. I mean, the small one is just, like about that big,
Okay.
and then the target pistol has like a full barrel, same thing as kind of like the rifle,
Okay.
but there's nothing on the end of it.
Okay. What's the mag capacity on your guns?
On the pistols, all of them,
Well, just about one.
okay, the 45 is an 8-round clip.
Yeah.
The Taurus 9mm is probably 15 round.
Mm-hmm.
The rifle's got a 10, and then you can have a longer one than that.
Yeah.
The little one, the Jennings-like gun is probably 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then the target pistol is probably, I think it's like 9 or 10.
9 or 10.
Something like that.
Okay. And what about that Ruger target rifle?
It has, you can use a standard 10 round, or you can put like a,
Banana clip?
yeah, banana clip, that's what
Okay.
they're called, banana clip.
Do you have a banana clip?
Yeah, I think I do. I think I have a couple of them.
Okay. All right. When's the last time Igor was over at your house?
I think it was last week at dinner.
Oh, he came to your house?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever taken him to go shooting? Any?
No.
Okay. Was he not into that kind of thing, or?
I think he's been shooting.
Oh.
I think.
Okay.
I used to travel a lot more with my job,
Yeah.
and I think he went one time with a friend of the family or something like that.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I haven't really gone shooting,
Right.
so I haven't really taken him shooting.
Gotcha.
I don't know if he would be interested or, it's just never was something that came up
Gotcha.
to do.
I understand.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I gotcha.
would somebody do this? So, I mean,
I don't know. We're trying to figure it out.
Sorry, I'm gonna drop that off in evidence.
Okay, so you pretty much have told us that you didn't, that you spent all day at the house, and that you, went over to, Twin Peaks, and then you went straight home.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I asked you earlier, is there any reason why either a witness or a camera had seen you, or has got you on footage anywhere near her house?
No.
Okay. Are you responsible for her death?
No.
Okay. Do you know anybody who wanted her dead?
No, I don't know. Why would somebody want her dead?
I'm asking you. We've come a long way with, you cooperating with DNA and all that, and we want to ask your cooperation on a few more things, okay? We'd like for you to consent to us searching your house. Not your house, the whole thing, but
Right.
maybe just your room.
Right.
And we'd like to further request that you allow us to analyze your guns as well.
Okay.
Those things, along with your telephone, will go a long way in clearing your name.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Do you need my telephone?
yeah, we'll need that.
Okay.
So we definitely appreciate your cooperation, and it's going to help us in our investigation, because, it's all progress for us.
Right.
But that's something that we'd like to do.
When do you want to do that?
Whenever you can. You
Right.
can do it now if you want.
You want to get the guns?
Yeah.
And, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a thing that would
Pretty high up on our priority
Yeah.
list.
I understand.
So if we can do that, that'd be great. One more thing. I know you probably feel like you're getting drugged through the ringer right now, but we would like to probably set you up for a polygraph sometime here in the near future. We'll schedule it, and it's not going to happen tomorrow,
Right.
but it may happen in the coming days. Would you allow us to?
I don't know about taking a polygraph. I don't know anything about those.
Well, here's the deal. It's not a. A lot of people have this misconception of the polygraph. It's not a fishing expedition. It's not gonna. We're not gonna be asking you, hey, did you smoke pot last week?
Right.
It's nothing like that. Hey, did you cheat on your wife? It's not gonna be anything like that. It's specific to the death of Anna. Okay? It wouldn't be anything else. It's a few questions, and they're all based upon the death of Anna. Okay? And that's all that polygraph would be focused on. It wouldn't be exploratory. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't care if you cheated on your taxes back in 2006 or whatever. I'm just throwing that out there.
Right.
So yes, we're coming a long ways with, you allow us to do these searches, but we would like to do that at some point. I think it would be beneficial to the case.
I have to think about that one. I don't know
Okay.
about those,
Fair enough.
those tests. I don't know.
Fair enough. You can do your reading on it and
Right.
research, but like I said, ultimately, it's not a fishing expedition. It's focused on that event. Okay?
Okay.
It's not like a pre-employment polygraph, where they're asking you, about stealing and
Right.
smoking pot.
We've both had to take them
Yeah, so,
to get employed if they ask us anything.
yeah.
I've never taken one.
Yeah, I realize it's uncharted territory for you, but just understand where we're coming from, you know, we're not mind readers. You know, we really don't know what's inside the heart, you know,
Right.
and that would just solidify some things for you on your end. But anyhow, we're very pleased that you're gonna help us with our investigation and furthering it. So, do you have anything else?
No, it speaks volumes. I mean, if we can go, just take a quick look at the house, and then,
We got my.
we'll try to be as
Well,
indiscreet.
no, I have a dog. He's gonna bark at you like crazy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's gonna bark like crazy.
That's okay, when we get there, if you wanna can you put the dog outside maybe, or
In the backyard.
a little bitty dog or a big dog?
No, he's a Sheltie.
Okay.
25, maybe 30 pounds.
Good looking
But
dog.
he barks a lot. I mean, when people are, he barks at people.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so he doesn't, I mean, Jason's lived there a year and he still barks at Jason once in a
Oh, really?
while. So,
I got
and new people, it takes, you know, a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And some of it depends, if they come out of their room, okay, you're here. If anybody comes to the front door,
Yeah.
you know, like when you guys, did you hear him barking?
Yeah.
When you guys came, so he was,
Yeah.
you know, when you guys, you know, rang the doorbell, he was barking.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you got a consent form?
I do have a consent form, I have to print one up. Wait, oh my God.
That, or I may have some in my truck if you're willing to use a DPS consent form.
Yeah, I got one right here.
We're gonna wake up my roommates.
We're gonna try not to. I mean, we're gonna try to be as discreet as possible.
And your address is where again?
Lance Drive.
Briscoe, Collin County, Texas.
Have you driven her car before?
Mm-hmm.
You have? When's the last time you drove her car?
Not too long ago. I mean, they were getting the Christmas decorations down one day. They're in the
You
Christmas,
just sign right here. I started
Okay.
signing on the wrong spot. I'm sorry.
the Christmas decorations are out in the garage, and
Yeah.
the tree is. And I guess she and Eager were trying to get it down. There's a shelf over the doorway, and when they were trying to get it down, they it slipped or something. I don't know. It wasn't there, but
Yeah.
it broke. There's a water filtration system in the garage,
Okay.
and it hit the PVC pipe.
Okay.
And she called me up and said, hey, you know, we broke something, I had to shut the water off in the house, you know, it's leaking or something like that. And I went over there and they had, where it went into one of the filters, they had hit that and cracked the pipe right there.
Okay.
So I was gonna go, Peter and I were gonna go somewhere that day, so she called me up, she's like, hey, I don't have any water in the house, stuff like that. I said, well, I can take a look at it. I mean, I didn't know what happened until I got there. And so I had to move her car, to look at it and stuff like that.
How long ago was that?
Probably around Thanksgiving. Yeah, to get the Christmas decorations out for Christmas.
Okay.
So, it wasn't that big a deal. I mean, I just, cut the pipe off.
PVC pipe?
Yeah, I had to go to Lowe's and get another
Coupling?
not coupling, but a flange that screwed into it,
Mhm.
because it broke right where it screwed in.
Yeah.
And it didn't harm the filter at all. So I could just take the old one out and put the new one in and just, put the pipe into there. So
Gotcha.
it was actually pretty fortunate,
Gotcha. All right. We're gonna try to get this done as discreetly and quickly as possible.
Okay.
And then, the phone deal, you got the consent form for the phone, or is that gonna cover it?
No, when do I get my phone back?
You'll get it back tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning,
Okay.
yeah. Well, we've got some guys coming out in the morning, and, we'll be sure that they get to that first thing.
Okay.
That way you can get your phone back, because I realize that's how you work.
Right.
That's how you conduct a lot of your business. And I imagine you probably need to make a lot of phone calls to family and such, so.
Yeah, I need to talk to Eager.
Yeah.
It's too late to call him tonight. I don't have any other way to call him. I don't even have his number.
We have numbers.
It's all in the book. I mean, it's all in the phone.
Yeah, we have his number. I can give it to you if you wanna.
If you wanna call him when we get to the house, while we're, just looking around,
What
or
time is it?
It's 1 o'clock.
1 a.m.
Is he going to sleep?
I don't know.
We talked to him, and I don't know if he's...
I don't know if he might sleep if this just happened to me, so.
I know. Maybe I should go down there.
Do you mind if we do this deal first and then,
I should go see Eager. I really should go see him and talk to him and see how he is. I mean, really, I need to talk to him.
No, we understand. We understand that. I can tell you right now, from talking to Eager and from talking to him on the phone a couple hours ago, he seemed all right.
All right?
Yeah.
How can he be all right? He can't be all right.
He told me he played volleyball with his friends.
Sometimes having your friends there and taking your mind off of what's going on and playing sports, maybe that...
People
helps.
react differently. People respond differently to, these types of, but right now, we're kind of task-oriented. We're focused on getting, what we gotta get done.
Okay.
So you can focus on other things, and, we'd appreciate if we can kind of just stay on task and do that. That way we can get out of your hair.
Okay.
And give you some time to kind of let all this information set in.
Right.
I will ask you this, so, what we've talked about, if you can keep it to yourself and not tell anybody.
What about Eager?
Well, I mean, you and Eager can talk.
Yeah,
that's,
I spoke with Eager, just like this setting, everything.
yeah. But we just don't want information to get out there that doesn't need to get out there. We don't want information that, we don't want, the news media to hear that we seized a bunch of guns from you. You know what I'm saying? Because then, I mean.
So you're gonna take the guns?
Well, we're gonna have to get them analyzed, so
Okay.
that's what we wanna do.
Okay.
And that's why we wanted to get you to consent to the search, and we'd like to take the weapons and have them analyzed and make sure that, it doesn't match up with something at the scene.
Something at the scene?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the whole purpose behind the weapons.
Okay.
But like I said, there's a method to the madness. I mean, you're a smart individual. There's a reason why we want to take.
Right. No, I understand.
I mean, I can't tell you what was used. All I can tell you is I'd like to get your weapons and, have them analyzed.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. How long does it take to analyze them?
It shouldn't take too long.
Get them over Niven pretty quick, and...
Yeah. It shouldn't take too long, sir.
Okay.
But, I mean, Brian or myself is going to be in touch with you and let you know once we're done with them.
Okay.
Anyhow, want to go ahead and do this?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, all right.
The water fountain?
Hey, I got a water bottle, is water bottle fine for you?
Probably a little bit better than the water.
Any view, Beth?
Thanks for coming up, Bob. Appreciate it. This is the witness statement that I forgot to actually fill out the last time we talked, okay? I need you to print your name right here, and put your personal identifiers right there.
Okay.
And then just, if you could remember, I know it's been a couple of weeks, but, if you could remember kind of what you did on the 13th or 14th, and try to put that down as best you can remember it, and then just sign right here.
Actually, you know what, let's do the 12th, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Okay, okay, you know, right now I have a hard time telling what I did yesterday, it's been so distraught. 12th was Monday? 12th was a Monday. Okay. I think that was a national championship game. Yeah, I was watching, I know you remember that because you're a Buckeyes fan.
Big time Buckeyes fan.
I'll be right back. Okay. So really, you give me my social security number? I'm kind of hesitant to get it out.
You know what, you ain't gotta do that.
Okay. Not that you guys are doing.
Well, the thing is too, is man, anytime somebody does an open records request or anything like that, we end up redacting all that stuff out, so that's just for our purposes only. So don't feel like we're gonna be releasing all your information to everybody and their dog.
My dog's fine. See, Monday the 12th, I pretty much was home, watching the game, watching all the lead up to the game.
Oh, really? Was there anybody there with you?
No, not really. I was talking to my friend in California
Okay.
at some point.
You talking about Mike?
Yeah, Mike's
Oh,
yeah. We went to school together. So Monday, I was pretty much home. I don't remember if I went out or not, to be honest with you. I really couldn't tell you. Honestly, I could have gone out and I wouldn't remember. I wasn't even excited about the game.
Okay. Where did you end up watching the game?
At home.
At home?
Yeah.
In your room or in the living room?
No, in my room. Everybody has their own room, and
Okay.
well, Jason has the big room upstairs. He has the TV in.
Okay.
The new guy, Ken, has a TV in his room, and I have a TV in my room, so I was watching the game in my room.
Right.
So Monday,
So you were watching basically the national championship coverage?
right. Well, everything was leading up to it. You know, all the pregame, you know, stuff that was going on, stuff like that. I'm sure I called and talked to my friend 4 or 5 times that day at least, maybe more. I don't
Okay.
know. I have no idea. I mean, we often watch the games together. You know.
Did you graduate from Ohio State?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What year did you graduate from Ohio State?
86.
86. Okay.
So, Tuesday. I was home most of that day too. I think, didn't we talk? I went out to Twin Peaks that night.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But what did you do from the time you woke up to?
I mean, I probably took the dog for a walk. You know, try to catch up on, you know, what people said about the game.
Yeah.
Like on
ESPN or something else?
Yeah. I'm thinking I called and talked to Mike again about the game.
Okay.
You know, so who's Mike again? Mike. Is that like a pretty good friend, or?
Yeah, he lives in California. I think you guys called him. It's a 760 number. He said you guys called him.
Okay.
I didn't talk to him.
I didn't talk to him. We have a bunch of people trying to talk to as many people as we can.
Right.
So kind of a lot of moving parts here.
I guess I walked the dog. I usually walk the dog. Then later I went out to Twin Peaks. I don't know. Usually it's around anywhere from 6:30 to 7 or 8 o'clock. So usually I eat dinner and then I go. So
You ate dinner before you went to Twin Peaks?
yeah, usually I eat something before I go, feed the dog. You know, I might get something at Twin Peaks. I might get, you know, a sandwich, or if I have more than a couple beers, I eat something.
Yeah.
It's just kind of my thing, you know.
Gotcha.
You know, like I went last night, and this guy wanted to buy me a shot, and I said, okay, I got to eat something. So, you know, I got a side of French fries. You know, I mean, I try to be responsible for that. You know?
Okay, yeah.
Because I know, you know, when I drink, I probably would, if I drink 2 or 3 beers, I'm probably sitting there for a couple hours just talking to people.
Right.
But, you know, even so, you know, at some point I'll just, you know, have them give me a side or something like that.
Gotcha.
So.
When you say you eat something, like you make yourself like a big dinner before you go out, or?
Yeah,
Just like
it
a
just
snack?
depends. No, it just depends. I'll make like dinner.
Okay.
You know, I changed over and had for dinner yesterday. I ate yesterday. And I ate yesterday. Oh, I had mac and cheese yesterday. Yeah, I mean, it just depends on, you know, I might cook spaghetti, I might cook some frozen or something like
A
that.
TV dinner or something like that, or?
Yeah, a little bit TV dinners. I try to make more, you know, what I want to eat and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, but you know, I buy some frozen stuff that's okay.
Are you a pretty good cook, or no?
Yeah, most people think I'm a pretty good cook.
That's good.
Went to Twin Peaks, and then I went home. Wednesday, was it the 14th then, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't remember going anywhere Wednesday, other than, I think I went back to Twin Peaks. Because you guys came by Wednesday night.
Late Wednesday, like Wednesday night
Midnight.
into Thursday.
Thursday morning.
Yeah,
Right.
so if we got there on Wednesday, it was like at midnight, or right before it, or just after it.
Yeah, so I had gone to Twin Peaks because Eager tried to send me a message, and I didn't have my phone because it was in my coat pocket. I don't always take it with me. I do now.
What do you mean, like in your coat pocket in your car, or?
No, remember we went in my closet, it was in my coat pocket.
Mhm.
You know, so evidently when I took the dog for a walk or something like that, and I had it. And then I'm not living on my phone. I don't really use Facebook like a lot of people do, so.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times I'll just go out and I don't take my phone. I don't really
Gotcha.
need to, you know, live on it, so. I don't know that I did anything different on Wednesday than I did on Tuesday. I mean, just, you know, pretty much home. I know I went to Twin Peaks that night too.
So you left your phone in your pocket, your coat pocket at your house, right?
Right. Again, I probably went out to Twin Peaks.
So at the same time, do you remember that you normally go?
Yeah.
At 7 to 8 o'clock?
Yeah, somewhere in that time range. You know, I don't think I stayed very long either night because there wasn't anybody in there to talk to. I wanted to go in and, you know, rash people.
Right.
Because they were giving me, you know, hey, you guys aren't going to win.
Oh, yeah.
So they were like,
Oregon fan?
yeah.
Man,
Oh, yeah, there's
fan.
one. I haven't seen her either. There's one lady's an Oregon fan. I need to catch up with her and talk to her about it.
Do people usually buy drinks up there, or
No, not really. I mean,
like the regulars hanging out, or?
yeah, there's a corner of the bar where people go in. There's pretty much, well, they're regular enough that the bartenders know your name. They know what
Okay.
you drink. Okay, so you walk in, they'll pretty much bring you your drink. They know what you
Just like Cheers then, huh?
I don't think it's quite like Cheers, but it is. It's pretty friendly. you
Okay.
know. And so they know who you are and what you drink and stuff like that. You know, like I went in last night, and let's see who was behind the bar last night. Rachel and Dakota were behind the bar last night. So they know who I am. So I walk in, they say, Coors Original, you get that, 99 cents. It's cheap beer.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I don't remember, doing anything different on Wednesday than I did on Tuesday. Now, should I put in here about, you guys came out at midnight?
Yeah,
Okay.
think about it there.
Hey, Bob, did you, you drove up here in your car?
Yes.
Okay. Did Anna's mom come with you? Or is she out in the car?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
She just
Stayed at the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's today, by the way? Today is the 28th. Got to go.
I did have a couple of questions. You guys
Yeah.
said you might help us a little bit. We're looking to see if Anna has a new or newer will. And in the paperwork that was left at the house, they said they took documents from the house.
Okay.
Is there any way to check and see?
Yeah, we got a whole
There's a will in there?
plethora of things that we need to kind of siphon through. We've been talking to so many people. That's been mainly our focus, is talking to people. And
Right.
I know we've had some other detectives that have been kind of siphoning through the paperwork, I guess, and some of
Right.
the other stuff that was at the house.
Right.
But that's
Because it's something we're going to need to kind of know if there is one.
Yeah, did you see, so we left a warrant return on the countertop?
Yeah, we
Did
got
you
that.
see anything that said will or something like
It
that?
said
on there?
documents taken.
Documents?
It didn't specifically say what the
I'll have
documents
to
were.
take that, I'll have to go check it, because we have a bunch of photographs down on a server down there by the
Okay.
crime lab and everything.
Right.
So,
The biggest thing we're looking for is a will.
a will,
Right,
like a
okay.
living will or something like that?
Well, just a will to probate the estate,
Okay.
okay? It just, I don't know, we were divorced. I don't know if she got a new will or not.
Okay.
I don't know.
What did the old will say, do you know?
Well, the old will was.
If there is a new one, or, I don't know if it's the same, or if there's a new one or what. So
That's what I don't know.
That's
Okay?
what-
I know what the old one says because we did it.
what is the one that you guys did, what did that say?
Well, basically, I gave my stuff to her, she gave her stuff to me, and then Eager was next, and then Grandma was after that.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of a standard will.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, so I don't know, we just need to do that because we need to, eventually we need to get a lawyer and probate the estate.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha. Well, man, we're going to try to answer some of those questions for you, and we definitely appreciate you coming in and and talking to us and filling out the statement. And that's something that's definitely boding well for you and for your family, because
Right.
we wanted to bring you up here to kind of update you a little bit, and we did run across some things that we were going to convey to you as far as some paperwork, financials or whatever. I think there's another account that we found, so that might be something to bring up to the attorney later.
okay.
But we definitely appreciate you coming in so we could visit with you about that. We've been talking to a lot of people. A lot of the folks that we've been talking to, we've obtained statements, and we've just been asking a lot of questions as far as their, where they were, because, Anna, she had a boyfriend,
Right.
and he's one of the guys that we talked to for a long time,
Right.
and, we're following the steps, trying to identify who might have done this, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that one of the things that we're doing, that we've, and we even have to talk to Igor about it too as well. I know that, I know a lot of people have agreed to do this, but it is a polygraph.
Right.
And wanted to see if you'd be willing to submit to one.
Actually, I've been advised not to take a polygraph.
Okay.
Okay. I've just been told that it's in nobody's best interest. I understand you asked for it, but I've been.
Right, but here's the deal with the polygraph. We don't, it's a tool. It's
Well,
not, it don't,
There's a reason why I was told not to do it.
Okay.
And it's, I know a guy who used to be a lawyer, he's no longer practicing law, and he asked me some questions and said, no, you shouldn't take one. And I'm just gonna go by what he said.
and I understand and respect that.
Right.
And, I guess our deal is, you know, we're using it as a tool. We don't
Right.
put all our weight on that.
Right,
Hell, we don't even use that.
right,
We just, it's a tool for us.
right.
Because here's the deal. When we look at your statement, it's very vague, man.
Right, no, I
And
understand.
we need, in order for, I think, the proper steps to be taken to probate stuff,
Right,
you know, in the end, they're gonna need to know shit, be able to say, hey, man, look at this guy. I mean, he's got a big ass hole in his statement.
right,
And that's gonna help us, man.
right.
I mean, that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to, if we don't need to spend any more time talking to you, we don't wanna do that
No,
anymore.
I understand.
And, I mean, that's just where we're coming from. It's just, it's a tool for us to eliminate you.
It's not admissible in court or anything like that.
I understand that. Let me just tell you exactly what the guy told me, not in great detail, okay? He asked me some questions and advised me not to take it. And he told me the reason why. I can't share that with you, obviously, but he gave me a legitimate reason why not to. It has nothing to do with what you're trying to do.
Is he a polygrapher?
No, he's a retired lawyer.
And I understand that, but I mean, did he do criminal law?
Again, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, go in depth on it because I just.
No, I understand that. I'd hate for somebody to be keeping you from being able to
Right,
to clear your name.
Right,
You know what I'm
no.
saying? Because
right,
until then,
Right.
because of the statement you've given us, it's
Right.
kind of, it's very vague. And everybody else's is like boom, 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 boom.
Right.
And yours is like this big gaping hole.
right,
And we need to close that thing up, man.
right,
I mean, and this is an excellent way to do that.
Right.
Excellent way.
right,
I mean, you're a grown man, and I know you're, you know, you can make your own decisions. I fully see that.
right,
I mean, you're a military guy.
right,
You know, you went to college. You're a smart guy.
right,
You know, you've made it in the business world.
right.
And I'd hate for somebody to influence you when what's at stake is, hey, clearing your friggin' name. Because it's not him that's sitting in your chair.
All right, but let me explain something to you. What you just did, I'm a smart guy.
Yeah.
In business, everything I've done, I've relied on people who know more than I do about certain things.
Yeah.
I've always used their opinion.
Mhm.
That's his opinion, okay? And I have to take it at his value. I don't know anything about
Right.
the test, okay? I have to take his word as to what he told me.
Right.
Okay? And I'm gonna take his word for
And
it.
I understand that. And like I said, you know, before, it's not about asking you stupid.
Right.
It's about bare bones.
Look, I
And,
fully
straight up.
understand but I've been told not to, okay? So you're not gonna change my mind,
Right.
okay?
Well, I'm not.
When somebody who I consider to have a professional, you know, expertise in something, gives me their opinion on something, I'm gonna take their opinion, okay? And he just advised me, you really don't want to do that, okay? I'm just telling you, you know, he told me that, so.
And so with that, I mean, we've been talking to her boyfriend and some other people, and
Right.
they've all agreed to it. And
Right.
I don't know if your attorney maybe knows kind of the gravity. We already know that you were at Twin Peaks. We already know that.
Right.
You got a credit card bill and a video of you being there.
Right,
This is an opportunity to eliminate you, so whenever if there's a life insurance policy or a will or something else, I can say, this guy's already taken a polygraph, I got these reasons why we think he might not be there.
right,
This could be an elimination tool.
right,
And like we said, it's not admissible in court or anything like that.
right,
It's nothing I can hang over your head or anything like that. Like we've been talking about, that it's just a step and a
It's
tool
just a
that we
tool.
can use to help
right,
say, Bob has been here, he's done this, he's, let us into his house, he's come up here to the police department to work with us,
right,
some turnover his guns for examination and everything like that. And we just want to be able to say, I've done my due diligence. A lot of the public out there thinks that the polygraph test is the end-all be-all, and it's not admissible in court, and there might be a misunderstanding on what you might see or hear on TV or something like that.
Okay, you guys don't understand. There's a reason he gave me why not to do this. You're not touching on that in any way, shape, or form. I can't even tell you what the reason is, but he gave me a legitimate reason, which I go, okay, that makes sense to me. Okay? He gave me a legitimate reason why not to take the test. And since he gave it to me in that kind of confidence, I'm not going to share it with you, but I'm going to tell you that that's what he told me. Okay? And like you said, I've been in business a long time. I've done a lot of business and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When I work with people and I have experts that tell me what to do, how to do things, stuff like that, if it's to be valid, I'm going to say, okay, that's what I'm going to go with.
Well, in all fairness, we've been doing this job for a while, and we know how good of a tool that is,
Right.
and how good of a tool it can be.
Right.
And I hope that you would respect our standpoint, our viewpoint as well,
Right.
in trying and attempting to do our due diligence and trying to move forward with this case.
Right.
This is a person that you were married to for a long time, that you invested a lot of time in her child.
Right.
Okay.
Our child.
Yeah, exactly. Right, exactly.
Right.
You ended up adopting. And
Right.
you're what he knows as a father.
Right.
Okay. And I hope that you would respect us to look at our viewpoint and see, okay, yes, this individual told me this about the polygraph, but what is the ultimate goal of these law enforcement officers? Okay.
Right.
And that's ultimately to clear you if you need to be cleared.
Right.
So that's where we're coming from.
Right.
And that's our stand.
I understand your position. I understand 100%, and I would explain, why you want to do this and why you're asking for it and everything like that. I'm just telling you, I was told, don't do it, okay? It's just the advice I was given by somebody I consider to be an expert, okay? I'm not trying to, say what you say is not correct or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it is, but there was a good reason given to me why not to do it, okay?
Is it a medical reason?
Again, I'm not going to go into detail.
I'm just,
okay?
you're not going into detail. It's a very broad
Yeah, I understand.
question.
Yeah.
It's a very broad question. I think it's a fair question.
Right. I think we're spending a lot of time on this, and I've already said I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
So,
I just don't think maybe your attorney knows all the things that we've already talked about
right.
you being at Twin Peaks and.
No, I had a conversation with him and
explained,
explained, after we talked, I explained to him, what happened, our questions we went through and stuff like that,
because we've had it come up before, and we talked to the attorney, and the attorney's like, oh yeah, I'll get my guy over there. A lot of attorneys set it up. Defense attorneys set up polygraphs.
All right. Like I said, he just told me not to do it, okay?
And why can't you tell us? I'm not understanding that part.
Well, he gave me a reason why, okay? And that's what I'm going to respect. I'm going to respect the conversation that he and I had, okay?
He's a non-practicing attorney.
He's retired, so he no longer has a license to practice, okay? But he was for a very long time, okay? And so we just had a conversation, because I was like, after we talked, I was like, oh my God, what is all this? What, so we sit down and had a conversation.
I understand.
And,
Hey, you need a water?
no, I'm good. I'm going to have to go here pretty soon. I don't have a,
Okay.
But, I did have a question. You mentioned my guns. Can I get those back?
At some point, whenever they've been analyzed,
Okay.
we'll see about that.
Okay, so they have been analyzed in 2 weeks?
Well, that's the thing is, this isn't the only case that's going on,
Okay,
and it does take a while
okay,
for these tests to be conducted. And we're talking about there's only a couple of scientists, and they cover a large area. I mean, we're not going to keep them longer than we need to,
okay,
because believe me, as soon as they get done with them, they want us to get them off their hands.
right,
And then it's up to I guess, Frisco, whether or not, at what point they'll give them back to you.
okay. Now, do you know about the other things that were on that letter that were taken as far as they're actually part of the estate, like her car and stuff like that? Is that something that the probate lawyer needs to actually work with the police on or something like that?
That's being processed as evidence.
Okay.
So that's the entire card is being retained as evidence.
Okay,
There can be a time and place to look at getting that back.
okay,
But as long as evidence is still being processed out of it and that the investigation is still ongoing, it typically doesn't.
What about, like, they took video games and computers and all sorts of stuff? I mean, the list is
I'll be right back.
really long about everything they took.
The video games, computers, I don't know about games being taken, but I know.
Other consoles,
The console.
consoles.
Okay. Yeah, they take those and they get them analyzed by the forensics,
Okay.
computer guys that image the hard drives, and, once those are done, we return those.
Okay.
Because basically you're just taking they plug it into a secure computer.
Right.
They have the software
Right.
to extract it, and then once they're done with that part, and they will go through and make sure that the data that they have makes sense.
Right.
And then they typically give us back those items. Now that can take a couple months to get back. I mean,
Really?
yeah,
I mean, they did a phone in one day, it's the same thing.
yeah, but we don't have the capability to do computer. So we did the phone here at our police department with some software here that we have access to. The computer stuff is we have to have like a computer guy, someone either that has like a degree in computer science or something like that. We have to send those off, and those get analyzed at a separate place.
Should have hired me, I could do it in 2 minutes.
I didn't know you were a computer guy.
I sold computer software forever,
Okay.
and that's my background, you know?
Do you dabble with like programming or anything like that?
Oh,
or-
no, Anna was a programmer. You
She
know,
was?
I was a sales guy. You know,
Okay.
So I knew enough to be a little bit dangerous. Oh, yeah, IT people used to go, no, Bob, no.
Uh-huh. Well,
But I mean, I know I'd back everything up, you know, it's just a backup.
okay.
I mean, you go to C drive and back everything up. I mean,
But I think there's certain, and that might be as easy as that, but I don't know if legally there's certain requirements that they have to do or certain procedures or methods that they have to do to get it to be good for legally, I guess.
right.
So, because anytime you go in there, if you just turn it on and manipulate anything just by hitting the start, they can say you manipulated that data. So there's
Oh,
certain tools and softwares that they have to use to say that we imaged this as it was when we got it.
all right.
So, he was asking about computers and stuff, how long it takes, and,
Oh, okay.
Took them out of, yeah, they took, there's a whole big list of things they took,
you know.
so, okay.
Um,
Anything else? I can,
Yes, I need to cut something up with him real quick, and then we'll get back in here and we need to visit some more. But I'll be right back.
all right,
Appreciate it, though.
all right.
drop this off. All right, Bob, thanks for coming in and providing us a statement. Everything
Okay.
you've been doing today is voluntary, and we appreciate that.
Okay.
But look at your statement, this isn't gonna be good enough, man. We need to dig a little bit deeper, we need to ask some more questions, okay? Because there's a lot of, I mean, this isn't nothing. I mean, this is nothing for me to work with.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I, you know, especially right now, my mind is like, I don't remember what I did yesterday.
And we've been respecting you, and we've been respecting, we haven't been bothering you.
Right.
While throughout her burial process or anything.
I understand.
The funeral part's over, and we gotta get on, we got an investigation.
Right.
And I'm trying to get as much information as I can from you right now. You've been very good. I fully expected you to consent to the polygraph and be able to get that done. You were saying that you don't want to do that, which is gonna put a cloud over you, man. That's not
I
working well,
understand.
not sitting well with me at all. Because you've been helping out,
Right.
and then all of a sudden polygraph, it doesn't sit well with me one bit, and I got big shit to work with right here on this statement. I don't like it, and we need to figure out what's going on. We need more than I was just at home. Was anyone else at home with you?
You know, I honestly don't remember, okay, and you guys talked to the people that were there, okay? They, I don't know what they said, okay, but I'm sure they either said yes or no. We're not like we all hang out in the living room, okay? So
We're not that tight.
No,
Yes.
well, we are, you know, we're good enough to talk to each other once in a while, but basically we all have our own rooms. You're not living in a, you know, like your own house. You're living in a room in a house is basically what you're doing.
We need an OSHA account of what you did that whole day, Tuesday.
What do you mean, like time by?
Did you get up and eat breakfast? What time was that?
Guys, there's no way I have any.
Do you watch our favorite TV show?
Hey, brother, here's the deal. That night when we talked to you, you had a chance to give us that whole spiel,
Right.
okay? You
Well,
had a chance.
Didn't you take that interview?
Absolutely.
Okay, so is there information on there?
No. Your statement that you provided that night is essentially that right there. And that, I'm telling you right now, is not going to cut it. I'm telling you, it's not gonna cut it.
Well, I mean, if that's what I said then, just what I'm saying now, then that's the way I remember it, okay? I don't know what else you want me to do. Like, if you have the video, you know I said exactly that day, you know, what I said. It's the same.
You said basically that you were at your house, you talked about work, and then you essentially told us what you watched on TV.
Okay, I don't even remember that, to be honest with you.
Well, that's what you essentially told us.
Okay?
I'm sorry, but that is vague.
I'm not trying to be vague.
Here's the deal.
It's just, you know, my life is just simple. I don't really,
No, I understand.
you know, do a lot of things, okay?
I don't
really have a better answer for you.
Well, my thing is we're sitting across from you, and we're gauging, you know, what kind of person you are.
Right.
You're not uneducated. You're an educated man.
Right.
You're a military man.
Right.
And those two things right there tell me that you're very detail oriented.
Right.
And you know fine details, because you wouldn't make it as far as you have in life, you know, going through basic training, you know, having your stint in the military, and also, you know, being able to graduate from college without being detail oriented and knowing what the hell you're doing every day. So right now,
Nobody knows what you're doing every minute of every day, okay?
We're not asking for a minute of every day.
You're doing things.
No.
I have all that organized.
Here's the deal.
When I'm sitting around watching TV, I'm just like relaxing.
Here's the deal. Relaxing from what?
Just relaxing. I'm sitting at the house watching TV, you know, the game had been on Monday. I was probably watching what happened from the game. I was extremely excited that we won.
Okay.
I mean, we were told we weren't going to beat Alabama, and we kicked their butts, okay? I mean, honestly, that was what I was focused on.
What else did you do that day? Who else did you call?
I don't know. You have my phone. I don't
You don't remember calling anybody else?
No, I don't. Like I said, this is like, it seems like 2 months ago to me right now with everything that's going on, okay? I'm not trying to be vague. It's just I don't have details for you because there's no details. Sitting there watching TV, I didn't look at my phone and go, okay, at 2 o'clock I'm watching TV. I wasn't keeping track of time. I don't need to keep track of time, okay? I understand what you're saying, but I wasn't sitting there keeping track of where I was every minute.
Everybody else, line for line, told us what they've done throughout the day. We're talking about from the span of a 20-year-old kid that's in school,
Right,
to her boyfriend that's 40-something years old,
right.
line for line. A guy across the street told us line for line what they've done, what they did all day. And now we're talking about the man who's got more life experiences than all three of them put together, and this is kind of bullshit we get.
Okay, I object to what you just said about that because this is what I remember. And this is what I told you. You just told me this is the exact same thing I said that night, okay? So it's not bullshit. It's what I remember is what I was doing. I wasn't sitting there trying to determine, okay, it's 3 o'clock, I'm going to do this, okay? I got up and ate breakfast. I couldn't tell you what time I woke up. I have no idea.
What did you eat for breakfast?
Probably cereal, but I can't tell you for sure. I don't know when I ate breakfast. I probably took the dog for a walk. I don't know what time I took him for a walk. I don't know.
In the morning, lunch, or afternoon?
Probably in the morning, okay? But it could have been later in the day. I don't know.
That helps. We need to know those little details, man.
I don't have a chronological listing of everything I do.
I understand, but you understand this is a murder investigation.
I absolutely understand, okay?
Anna was murdered.
Yes.
So when I get this, I mean, it's not like a baseball was stolen out of some store.
Right.
We're working a murder,
No.
and people are doing their best. Everyone else is bending over backwards to accommodate us, and now we're catching, I don't know, I don't keep track of every minute or every day.
I don't.
And that's
I
why,
can tell you where I was at 2 o'clock yesterday.
okay, do you work from home?
I was working on a job, and I told you this before, I think, okay, where I went out and I looked at cars that had hail damage, and then we had them sign a contract and we fixed them, okay? So no, I don't have any set time or anything, okay?
Who would you have talked to if you set up a time or anything like that with somebody?
Who would I have talked to?
Who would you have talked to after you maybe made an appointment with somebody to get some hail damage repaired or weather repaired or whatever?
Well, what we do is we go around looking for cars, like you walk through parking lots and shopping malls and stuff like that. You get license plate numbers, and then we have a service. You go online, you get their address, you show up their house, knock on their door, say, hey, I know you have hail damage, introduce your company and stuff like that.
Okay. Did you do that day?
I don't remember. I mean, most of what we do is on the weekends. I mean, we do, sometimes during the week, we go out and look at, walk through parking lots and look for cars.
How are you making money?
That way. Plus I have Social Security,
Okay, how much of a Social Security check are you getting?
like about $1,500 a month.
$1,600 a month. And I guess, okay, how much does it cost, how much does your rent cost?
$600.
$600 a month. Okay, and how much is your car payment?
Like $269.
$269. Did you finance for 5 or 6 years?
I couldn't tell you right now.
What dealership do you get that through?
I got it through a wholesaler.
Wholesaler? Okay. And how much does it cost to fund, I guess, Iger's insurance?
What insurance?
Or whatever insurance that y'all
What
pay
you
for?
pay to Anna
Yeah.
for Iger.
What do you pay for?
Oh, Anna has health insurance with Eager on it. And I pay for part of that. I give her a check for part of that.
Do you know how much that is?
How much no, that's.
What part do you give her?
It's part of what I give her.
Okay.
And you don't know how much that part is?
I don't know the exact amount, no.
If you could guesstimate, what would it be? 500, 300, 100?
His monthly insurance?
What, the portion that you pay to Anna?
I think his part is about $300 or something like that.
Are you on Anna's insurance too?
No.
And then, I guess, 600, that includes all utilities, all?
Utilities, everything, yeah.
Okay, okay. And how much would you say you make from the company? How much would you say they've paid you a month?
I don't know, it's a 1099, you just get a,
Contract.
Contract.
Have you gotten it yet this year?
No, I haven't gotten it yet.
Would you say that you made, how much would you guesstimate that you made this year from that company?
This year, 2015?
No, 2014.
Oh, 2014?
Mhm.
I have no idea, but I had other jobs in 2014.
Is it commission based or is it?
Yeah, just
do you get a salary
Yeah,
or?
it's a 1099.
Okay.
1099, you perform a service, they pay you a commission. They
So-
pay taxes on it.
So if you go and you get someone to sign up to get their car, let's say it's a four-door passenger car.
Right.
They go and get that, sign, let's say it's not some high-end.
It doesn't matter, it goes on the
Toyota.
value of the hail damage. You get a percentage of what the,
What is that percent? So if it was $1,000,
let's say, no, most hail damage is like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, okay? So they just have a formula where, okay, let's say the insurance company pays $4,000. They subtract out certain costs and they give you a percentage of the net gross.
Do you know what that percentage is?
Yeah, 20%.
20%?
So it just depends on the car. I mean, a car that has $5,000 worth of damage, you could make $800-900 on it. Okay, it just depends. But I've only been doing that for a little while. I had a job before that.
Where was that at?
It was a call center down in Dallas.
Okay.
That was back in like July or June, something like that.
How much would you guess that you made last year? Just do a roundabout guess. I'm not going to hold you to a number.
I have no idea. Until I get my statements from them, I have no idea.
Like 40,000 a year, 20,000?
Honestly, I don't know until I get them, okay? I just, I can't sit here and tell you what I don't know.
Well, I can tell you what I know. And I know on Wednesday, you were selling some silver coins at the gold exchange. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so
Okay, so I told.
I've been doing my job. I've been following
Okay,
up.
all right.
And you give me this, you said you were at home all day. So now, okay, I was at the gold exchange selling some coins. What was that for?
I was selling off some of my coins.
What were we selling them off for? Did you need the money or?
What is this relevant to?
It's relevant to a homicide investigation. I don't know what part of that you don't understand. I don't know what, and that's the thing with me, this whole deal is everybody else that we've talked to, cooperative.
I'm being cooperative.
Well, I know that, but they don't
Because
follow.
now you're trying to make it out
No,
like I didn't know what I
no.
was talking about there. Sure you are. Because I didn't happen to remember I went on Wednesday to sell those coins, okay? That like I said, my mind's in a fog. I don't remember everything I did. And now you're going to make it out like I didn't tell you something that I did. And I didn't remember I did that. These people do things and don't remember them all the time. Okay?
Sure.
And now you're making it out like that statement's not correct.
Well, the thing is we're asking you significant things that you've done that day. Making $1,300 or $1,400, that's significant, bro. that's something that,
$1,400?
yeah,
Yeah, you made $1,700 selling those coins back.
No, I did not. You're badly mistaken.
So,
It's like $300. It's a place right down there on 121 in Preston. There's no way I made that kind of money.
so is this receipt not accurate?
$1,300? No, I didn't get $1,300.
that's what it
Because
says.
that's about as much as you just doubled up your monthly income off that.
You don't remember that receipt?
That's what I'm saying, that's a significant piece of information. If you're sitting at home, you'd remember, oh, I drove down to the gold exchange.
1/5/15.
So
1/15.
the Thursday,
No, this says the 15th, which is Thursday.
and on Wednesday, you were calling them. Do you remember calling a bunch of places asking about where you can go get gold and silver?
Yeah, I probably checked out some prices on silver. But I didn't get $1,300. There's no way I got $1,300.
Well, that's what it says on the receipt.
Well, I don't care what it says in the receipt. I'll go talk to them right now.
Okay.
They paid me in cash, and they didn't give me $1,300. I don't know why they're saying this.
Well, that's what they're claiming.
How much did you get?
About $340 or so. Look, you can take the value of the coins that they have listed here, and you'll see that that's not $1,300.
Was it that bag of coins that you had in your closet? That,
What I did was I thinned out the old ones that
Right.
are really only worth the silver value.
gotcha.
You see there's other ones still in there. I kept the ones that have good
Oh,
value
okay.
in them,
I
okay?
gotcha.
I was just thinning out the ones that were old, and you're not gonna get anything but silver for me, and they have no value as far as the coin goes. I
Right.
don't understand this $1,300 though. Why would they put that in there? That's not the first time I've sold things to them. If you go back and ask them, I've sold other things, so it'd be interesting to see what else they said that they paid me.
What else have you sold to them, so I can go ask them?
I sold some silver dollars a while ago to them. I sold them like 5 silver dollars, same thing, they were
What kind?
just silver dollars.
They were like Susan B. Anthony or
No,
something?
no, Susan B. Anthony's not silver.
Morgan?
I don't remember exactly what they were, but they weren't the type of coin that had any value other than silver. In other words, they weren't, like if you look at my bag, you see there were some old ones in there. Like
I unzipped it, I saw what it was, I didn't go.
So there's ones in there that were, that probably could have some value as far as a coin itself. I don't understand this. And well, you know what? I'll give you something to think about here. How could you possibly sell a number of coins that come out to exactly $1,300? It wouldn't come out to $1,300 even. It would come out to like $346.82 or something like that, because they buy it by the value of the silver. Okay, so this doesn't make any sense to me.
Right. And this is a detailed explanation, and that's what we'd expect from
Right.
Robert Moses.
Right.
Because we've confronted you with this,
Right.
and you're explaining it.
Right. Because we have the
Now-
information right here in front of
No,
us.
absolutely, absolutely. But I think, that, whenever we're asking you stuff about, a significant day, something that will be forever etched in your mind, we'd expect there to be a better kind of a timeline of.
But I didn't remember what day this was. You told me it was on the 14th, and it's actually on the 15th. I didn't
No, you
remember what day
were
it was.
calling on the 14th.
Okay, well, whatever, okay? I didn't remember that. The reason I'm specific about this is the amount is wrong, okay? That's the specificity I'm saying, okay? The amount is 100% wrong, okay? And it's because you look at these coins on here.
Well, that's all we got to base off of on that receipt is what they wrote and your word, Like I've told you before, we go with your word.
Right.
The first time we talked to you, we told you what happened.
Right.
We explained our position and how we've been charged with investigating this thing.
Right.
And that's what we're doing, man.
Right. No, I
I
understand.
mean, ultimately that, we're here as an advocate for the family and for Anna.
Right.
That's what we're trying to do. And, we hope you understand that.
I do.
And, like I said, there's just a lot more details that we would expect from somebody, and he's been doing this for a while, I've been doing this for a while, and whenever we see something like that, it throws up a huge red flag. And I'm just being straight up with you,
I
Bob.
understand.
Straight up, man. We're not gonna blow smoke up your ass. Whenever we see something like that, man, it really troubles us. And that's why we're in here visiting more about it, because We can't settle for that. We need more.
I don't have more, okay? We've said, we came in here Wednesday, Thursday morning and talked about it, and you said, I said pretty much the same thing. That's the way I remember things, okay? If you're talking about that being detailed, that sparked my memory because the amount is wrong, okay?
Let me ask you some other details, okay? On, when's the last time you drove her car?
I couldn't say for sure. I know it hasn't been too long ago because I did some work at the house and I had to move her car. So,
Do you remember why you had to move her car?
I had to move it because we had to do something to garage something. I don't remember exactly, okay? I mean, I couldn't honestly tell you the last time I drove her car,
Okay,
okay?
okay. Is there any reason, you know, like I said, a lot of this stuff, like the car, we've had it analyzed.
Right.
You know, it's in the process of being analyzed for evidence.
Right.
Is there any reason why your blood would be inside of her car?
Not that I can think of, no.
Not that you can think of?
No.
Okay. We found blood in her car. And we have a good reason to believe that it's not hers. Now, we have a good reason to believe that it's not hers.
Wow.
Man, right now, we want to know who we're sitting across away from. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not here to judge you. Brian's not here to judge you, man, at all. We know that there's some things that were going on between you guys that a lot of people weren't privy to. A lot of people didn't know the whole story. But we either think we're sitting across from a monster or somebody that had a lapse in judgment.
Me? No. Absolutely not.
Why not, Bob?
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about now, but it sounds like you're accusing me of something.
I'm just trying to do my job, man. I'm trying to talk to people and figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I don't have anything more to say. If you're going to start accusing me of something.
We haven't accused you of shit.
You just did.
No, I didn't.
Well, you know what? It sounds like it to me, okay? And,
We're fact finders, okay?
good. I hope you find the facts.
We're finding facts right now.
Okay.
And
But don't start saying things about that to me. That
No,
fact is not
no.
correct.
Okay.
So,
That's not fabricated. We didn't make that shit up.
well, somebody did.
No.
The amount's not correct.
Here's the deal, though, Bob.
I don't understand.
We didn't make that shit up, Bob.
What do you mean you didn't make it up?
We didn't make it up.
Somebody made the amount wrong.
Somebody put your name.
I'm not saying my name isn't correct on there. I'm not saying I didn't sign that. I'm saying that amount isn't correct.
Why would you sign that?
I don't know if the amount was in there when I signed it, okay? I didn't.
You're smart enough not to do that.
I don't know what the amount was in there.
You're making it hard for me to find the facts, Bob, because you can't tell me.
I'm not trying to make it hard for you to find the facts.
We're talking about somebody you cared about for a long damn
Yes,
time,
absolutely.
Bob.
You know what? I'm
And
done
that's what we're doing.
talking to you guys. I'm done talking to you, okay? Because I don't know everything I did that day. You're trying to twist all this around now, okay?
We're not twisting anything around. We're here to tell you the facts.
Help us understand.
Hang on, I'm going to tell you one thing.
Okay.
You told me I did that on Wednesday the 14th, and I looked on there at the 15th. So you are twisting the facts. I'm done.
That's what I mean. I'm not a mistake.
I'm
mistakenly said that was on
Just
the
remember that the
15th.
cloud's right here. Okay, it's not going anywhere.